I hate to say it, but I failed my mission to skip Fontaine characters. It's been half a year since I made this video where I talked about my goals for Genshin. Just to recap that video quickly, I wanted to skip every Fontaine character, that I can save up and get Cyno with his weapon and also Ayato's weapon, the Haran. And it's crazy how the banner aligned itself, that it literally would have been the perfect banner if it wasn't for that one Fontaine character. The character that I'm talking about is Navia. By playing the Archon quest, I especially got really invested into Navia. I loved how much we could see of her and her background. I just ask myself when I think about Donyazad, why didn't they involve a playable character in such a way how they did with Navia in Fontaine? Playing through that made me in all seriousness quite emotional, but the last part just broke my heart. When Melosirake and Silver protected their boss till the bitter end, and then died. Generally, Fontaine just hit different than the other regions. Of the characters, Navia is definitely the one that affected me the most. After finishing the second act, I genuinely wanted this character to join my team, even though I was fully aware that she is Geo Claymore. Ah yes, my favorite combination of all time. And if I say that, that means a lot. To see her motivation and willingness to find the truth no matter what, reminded me of something that happened in my life. Something that is important to me and something that formed me the way how I am today. Therefore, I could relate in a way to that. I personally really love what they did with her. From already the first and second act, they showed us what and who Navia is. It's kinda wild when you think about it. Because at the start, I didn't even care about her. I mean, when I saw her the first time, I thought her design was cool. But that was about it. The only character of Fontaine I was initially interested in was Clorinde. Mainly because she owns the Electrovision and wields a sword. Well, the gun was the main selling point. But even then, I still needed to see more of her. She was for me at least not enough to change my plans. I still remember how I was really interested in Nilo. But after seeing her in the Archon quest and her own story quest, I was really disappointed of her. So this time at least I did it the right way. I don't say Navia is the only reason why I came to this decision. There's also something else that plays a factor into it that I will get to later. But Navia is really high up there, now on my character list. This is pretty much the same what happened also to Xinyan. I didn't care about her at first, didn't even like her. But after seeing what they did with her in the Golden Apple Archipelago, she became for me also one of my favorites. It just shows once again what a character guy I am. When the character is just on point, I won't even care about anything else. That's also why I can look over the fact that she is a Geo Claymore character. Don't get me wrong though, I still like Cyno a lot. There are just two issues: the amount of Primogems I have, and my motivation. Realistically, I can't get everything guaranteed, like getting Cyno, Haran, Staff of the Scarlet Sands, Navia and her weapon. Yes, I want her weapon too. And I definitely won't bet my luck, because till now it always proved itself to be bad. Also, the other factor is just my motivation. Already even before making the previous video about my goals in Genshin, I was getting tired of the whole gacha system. Especially as someone who is technically a free-to-play player. I won't go too much into detail about my motivation. Because of that, I will also make a 3-part series out of this. But in short, I don't know if I would even make it until a Navia rerun. And if I have to decide between all the things I want currently, I would say that I would like to get Navia more than all the others. It's just unfortunate how things have aligned itself. But I have to look out for my motivation after all. And to be honest, Aika got all her cons and the Mist Splitter is at R5. I finished my most important goal. Therefore, I don't care anymore how things go from here on out. I'm a bit upset, but I can't have everything, because I'm not willing to bet my luck or to spend money on the game. And at the end of the day, I just like Navia a bit more. It doesn't mean I'm gonna spend everything on Navia though. I calculated it out. With that, I drew the conclusion that I would have more than enough to get her and her weapon depending on if she's gonna be in the first or second phase. With the calculations, there will be still some leftovers. That could be enough to get at least a 5-star weapon or character. And to sacrifice everything for Navia without even trying for something that I wanted would be a bit sad. Therefore, I decided myself to pull on the Cyno banner. Why not weapon? Because the risk is just too high. The plan is just to pull until I get the 5-star and then to stop. Then I have still enough that I have plenty for the guarantees for the next patch. If I would pull in the weapon banner and end up getting the 25% chance, I would be screwed. The weapon banner is after all a commitment. If you don't get lucky, if you don't continue on to pull, you just end up losing. That's why I decided to go for the character banner. Also in hopes to get Cookie. I genuinely wouldn't mind to get Shangling or Kirara along the way too. And well, I cannot really lose because if I lose 50-50, I would have a guarantee in the next patch for Navia. Or I just won't end up winning the 50-50 and get finally Cyno. Which occurred. So I'm really happy about that. But at the same time, I am a bit upset. Because I didn't get a single con of Cookie. And ended up getting Cyno at 82 pity. I wanted to not let go of this chance to get on a banner where I actually want the 5-star, some cons of a 4-star that I also want. But obviously, I end up not getting the cons. So once again for you guys, don't pull on a banner just to get the 4-star where you don't even want the 5-star. Because that's how it goes. Also, my luck just proves itself. So you really can't blame me for always going off from the worst case scenarios and to save up until I have my hard pity guarantees. I'm genuinely happy though that I got him. I know I said in previous videos that if I go for Cyno I also will go for the weapon together. But at this point I really can't get everything. If I didn't got him there, I definitely wouldn't have pulled for him in the future anymore. It's unfortunate that I failed my initial goal, but at the end of the day I will make the safest decision. So yeah, that's the plan. I can't wait to pull for Navia. As I said earlier, this will be a 3-part series. In the next part you will see me probably pulling for Navia, and in the last part I will talk more about all of this here and my motivation. It's gonna be an important one, so tune in for that. That's it. Stay safe guys. See ya.